I've been in the spa and wellness community, and it's a word that I got from another wellness summit a few years ago, that this is a community, not an industry. And I moved into, or transitioned into, this community a few years ago, and I've always been astounded at how our community continues to evolve through economic crises, through health crises, through security crises. It continues to evolve and it continues to change. There are times when I question my decision. There are times when I look at where are we going and look in my crystal ball and put my visionary hat on and say, okay, where is this industry taking us? And then I look around the outside world and I think the outside world needs us. The hotel and resort industry needs us. They need us to be the heart of the house. They need us to bring that balance, that consciousness that we sometimes tend to lose outside of ourselves. The local communities need us. We value the traditions and the healing practices that they have practiced for centuries, and we preserve those and we protect them as we move forward. And we introduce them to new people and to new customers. It preserves and it guides us as to where we're going. When I think about our natural resources and how the sustainable movement has infiltrated our consciousness now, it's no longer a trend and it's no longer something reserved for the not mainstream, and it's now out there and it's with us and it's not going away. It will be with us. And when I think about how we operate our spas, or we educate the people that we work with, or we supply products, we have become so much more conscious of packaging, of paper, of the water that we use. I don't think we have all the answers. I think we are challenged with finding those answers as how the sustainability movement affects our businesses. I think we have genuine concerns about how it affects our customers, how it affects our local community, and I think as we evolve, we tend to be educated and we self-educate. I didn't know about some of this impact until I actually started exposing myself and asking questions. And even if I came across as being silly or a little bit out there or a little bit too passionate, I still ask the questions and I still bring it up as to how our business can be impacted and how we need to bring in new customers that are looking for more, not just environmentally friendly practices, but how they're working with the local communities and how they're impacting the staff that they work with. The idea that we're now educating and we're recognizing the value of formal education of spa therapists is enormous. The impact is not just for my business or my therapists. I look at, as a consultant, I'm out in the community, and I believe I've seen a rise in consciousness of spa therapists in general. Yes, we have a lot more spas, but the level of service has always been great, but now it seems more polished. There are more awareness of anatomy, which we've never had before. And I think those of us that are new to the industry or have come into this community with a different background have always been rather astounded at that. But now we're seeing these changes happen through this evolution. So I think as I look down the path, I think many conversations that I've had with friends and colleagues have been around this economy. Well, we've been very fortunate here in Bali in particular. We have not noticed as much of an impact as perhaps other locations have had. We'll see what 2010 brings us. But here we've been able to focus on managing our businesses more effectively and more smartly, and really step back and say, where are we going with our business? And I think as we look into 2010 and look into that crystal ball, I can say that I think education will continue to be what it needs to be. I think our focus on sustainable issues and environmental impacts will continue to happen across this region. I think that the evolution doesn't stop. We've talked for many years about the impact of the medical community into our businesses, or our business into their business. I remain cautiously optimistic as to how that evolution will occur. But I think the more that we speak with each other, the more that we connect with each other, the more that we share information, that we become more educated, and therefore we are the role models for the people that we work with and the people we serve. And I think we serve for the greater good. So I look forward to what will be happening over this next year.